Alright, check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. The subs may not be showing up today. Or I might, well, the subs work, but I may turn it off if, oh, not that one. If it gets in the way of the actual story text. Hey everyone, welcome! Welcome to the stream. Apparently we hit a mood whiplash coming from the opening into this game. Let me shrink myself. You can actually see almost the entire thing. Hello everyone. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? I'll be honest, I did not expect this warning when I got the game, and I totally did not expect this warning when I was setting this up for stream. So it's nice that the game actually pauses on the screen before you actually proceed. Yeah. Doing like absolute bull. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I hope that means that you are relaxing anyway. But oh yeah. Hey everyone. I guess I should do the introductions real quick. Hey everyone, my name is Ruka. Welcome to another stream. And I probably should do a better introduction than that. Anyway, I'll be honest guys, I have no idea what this is about. I've seen some screenshots, but that's really about it. But other than that, I'm not exactly sure what to expect. So if you have played this before and stuff, you know the rules. Please keep the spoilers to like no spoilers at least. It seems to be that kind of game. Also, I hope you can see the mouse here. The mouse is it's got a little creepy clawy hand. I'm not sure if that means anything, but apparently we're playing a horror game today. I was not expecting a horror game, so I don't really have much of a spiel to talk about at the beginning of the stream here. So we'll just get started. We'll just get started and see what the heck I got myself into, because this should be interesting. Anyway, content warning. This is a horror game. And that's really all you need to know. Apparently there's also flickering images. Let me show you one setting that kind of caught my attention. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions. Apparently there is no bad end, but somehow it's a love story despite being a horror game. No idea what that means. However, let me show you one setting I did find when I was trying to figure out audio stuff, which I didn't change whatsoever, so I might not need it. Boil effect. What the heck is a freaking boil effect? I don't think I've ever seen that that option anywhere before. So that's gonna be a thing. Apparently it's also voice, so you don't have to suffer through my terrible voice acting today, at least. But yeah. Apparently this is the princess over here. You've seen her on the thumbnail. Yeah, an effect for boiling. Yeah, but what the heck is a boiling effect though? Anyway, let's just dive into this. I'm very curious why the heck a lot of people have been talking about this thing, and why one of my friend's videos apparently blew up talking about this in particular. Oh, the wobbling thing? You mean the wobbly thing that's happening right now? Okay, that kind of makes sense. How's the audio, by the way? Is the background music a little too loud? It might just be the main menu here, but let me know how the audio is before we actually continue. Alright? Alright. I think we might be just in the border of being alright, but alright. Well, we'll go at it then. I'm hoping we can do this in one excuse me. Whoa. Well, this a little high. Okay, we're gonna lower it down just a teeny bit then. Like maybe about here. We'll keep the volume up high for the voice. She did a little jump scare right there at the beginning there. Okay, well, let's get started then. Chapter 1, Hero and the Princess. Got you.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Now, the music stuff on Max normally wouldn't be an issue, but I am streaming. And if I try to talk over the background music, and the background music's a little bit too high, it kind of throws everything out of whack too, so that's the main reason why I ask. Otherwise, though, usually not an issue. I also play most of the time I play audio maxed out. But look at this, the background moves when I move the mouse. The heck?
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Let's do auto.
It will be the end of the world.
End of the world? What are you talking about? Explore, explore, explore. Oh, there's like a bunch of options here. End of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Maybe that was before she got locked up. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? I do not know what this game is, don't worry about it. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off monarchy. Silent continue. Let me see. I'm not quite sure what I feel right now. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
So we're talking to the narrator, got you. Okay, but how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not gonna kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Have you maybe considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Back to this again. Killing a princess seems kind of bad. I feel like a lot of these options are repeating. Wait. Look, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had a chance to meet her face to face. I'm sold, let's get this over with. Okay. Okay. Man said source myself, but do you have any evidence? Let's see if he can tell us something.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Wow, we're still talking about this? Okay. Well, tell me how she can end the world if she's locked in there anyway.
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
What if we just end the narrator? That seems to be that kind of game. Have you considered that maybe she's only ending this because she's locked?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay, we might as well just talk to her. Also that comment there at the end there, a little bit of a hyperbole. Also, probably a little bit outside of the topic over here. Yeah, the narrator is like, just do it because I said so, and I'm like, why am I here again? I don't know. Okay, I'll just talk to her. Let's just talk to her so that we can get this guy off our back.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Who are you, Mr. Narrator?
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I guess here's the question, how did you get her there?
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait, there's a hero here and there's me? There's two people here? I guess there's like maybe 3 people if you count the narrator.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I feel like we're the hero, but for some reason the hero has her own voice as well. Has her own voice as well as our own. So, explore, take the blade, enter the basement. You know, I'm just gonna take the knife. You know, just to be safe.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Actually, that's a good question. Why is there a blade right here? Why don't I have one on myself? What kind of hero goes into a cabin?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
That was not a voice I expected. Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Maybe don't say any of these. We'll just walk down. We'll just walk down.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
No, we're just walking down to see what's going up.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
Okay, so there's only 2 people here.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
You know
She
what?
makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare.
You know
It's
what?
fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
You know what? She's got a point. I'm gonna drop it there.
The blade
I
tumbles
did bring a
out of
knife.
your
That's
trembling
true.
hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Well, the knife is in the room if I need to just run and grab it.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Okay,
So
Mr.
here we
Narrator, what the
are.
heck?
What an awkward start to a relationship.
I'm sorry about that. It was there. I took it. All right. But I do feel like we have to drop the blade, though. It's kind of like one of those prisoners' demands kind of thing to get them to open up. So it's like, you know what? Fair point. Let's start off on a good foot, or at least a better foot than what we started off earlier. Yeah, it's a pretty awkward relationship. Are you coming on to me? Maybe we don't start off with that. How do I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we talked enough. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Right, okay, so... I've been told things I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Well, at least you're being honest. Okay. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. Is this true?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
You know what? I don't think I have. I don't think they have. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. And no, if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than inclined to trust them. Maybe don't say that. I was hoping you'd tell me, actually.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
You're right.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage,
Oh, yeah, I guess
or
I
that
could
I'd do
say.
any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
Yeah, who sent me here anyway?
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
I guess I can save at any time, but let me see. Is that actually a thing? Oh yeah, it does look like I can save any time. You know, I'm probably gonna do this like no save scumming, just to see how it goes. But let's just see what the first one looks like. I feel like there's gonna be a multiple run kind of thing. How would I get you out of here? Probably not the thing I want to say right now. I guess since we don't know anything about each other, okay, sure. What's your name? Tell me about that.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics.
Wow.
No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Well, I guess I'm also only the hero, so that doesn't really say much, does it? How long have you been down here, I guess? I guess she said she doesn't really know, but how long have you been down here? Let's just try.
Too long.
Okay. Maybe we still don't try to get her out. I'm not convinced regardless. Okay, we talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. I haven't been convinced yet. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
How?
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't,
Uh-huh.
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
How badly?
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Man, red text is always a bad thing. Okay, let's get you out of here. The red text is a little bit threatening. I don't feel comfortable letting her out yet. How about we just keep her locked up here? What? I mean, she's gonna starve eventually, right? She's gonna starve eventually. Let's just keep her locked up.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
She'll die of
You're
starvation.
making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess, and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Ooh.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Okay, I'm actually not sure what to do. Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I've committed to not slaying her. The red text is very worrying a little bit. If I didn't see the red text, I don't know. The slipping away part. You know what? Let's commit to the plan and just see how. Let's just see where it goes. Let's just see where it goes.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
There are chances. I mean, she's had plenty
You
of
close
chances,
the
so why
basement
hasn't she
door,
done it
locking
yet?
it behind
I
you and quickly
suppose.
barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work.
Well, if she comes out here, we
You
can just
settle in
stab her from
against
here,
the far
right?
wall to watch the basement door.
Yeah, we're staying here.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
Oh.
Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Okay.
Terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
No, she doesn't.
It doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All I want to see is my guilty conscience. No, that's not it. That wasn't it. So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Go to sleep, I think, is the worst idea. Let's go for two.
I could be innocent and harmless if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin.
Oh, this isn't good.
The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar,
Oh,
its
that's not
lock
good.
broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Oh,
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet.
Can I
As the
stab you?
princess draws near, it's as though your body
I can't stab
simply
her.
stops. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First,
wait, hold up. Jolt awake, where is she? Thanks for helping me. Try to stumble. Okay. I thought I clicked out. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer,
Oh, crap.
one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting
Is she
down
walking or
one
is she
by
floating?
one.
I don't even know.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here. We could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I got the knife.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, that was a peaceful death. Wait, why is there a chapter 2? Why is there a chapter 2?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait. We did get a chapter 1, but there's a chapter 2 now? A loop? I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Okay, there's something fishy going on here.
What if he hears us?
Voice
That's
of the
a
paranoid.
very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Well, this is more than just a deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened. But we're going to probe that.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Fine. Fine. Let's go. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really already happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? You know, the narrator is kind of getting on my nerves, so yeah, banter a bit.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Fair.
We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't. All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you?
Well, we died.
No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Okay.
And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Is it now?
Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working.
Stop working is
And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
I got no friggin' clue
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Well, I have no idea. She
If
killed
brought an
us,
end to
so
everything and
anything could
everyone,
have
how
happened.
are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Well, let's see if this talk about this princess option gets us anything. I don't think it will, but I'm kind of ready to move forward and try something.
Just be quick about it.
Just being around her in the end shut down all my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that? To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse. She seems to be actually far, far worse. What am I supposed to do about that?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin and you'll be fine.
Just being around her shut down all my organs. Who locked her in the basement to begin with? That would be helpful to know.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Oh, so just me.
You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us? I don't know, I kinda like being special.
I don't really, but okay.
Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here. I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is.
Okay. Fine.
And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job.
Okay.
We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
The dialogue is very pushy both ways regardless. What aren't you telling me? I'm kind of... He's not telling us something. What are you not telling us?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Really, no.
If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word. He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him. Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already.
Alright, I was ready to go in anyway.
Pushing us. We have to get out of here.
Alright, let's go. Let's go anyway. Actually, no. Just being her... What about this organ shutting down thing? What am I supposed to do about that?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Fair about the content warning. So, let's see. We can do that. Hey, everyone. These those. Okay, there we go. Let me pin that really quick. Alright. Okay, well, I am ready to go in regardless, so...
Great. Now,
Let's
if
see.
you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Okay, proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Yes, what now?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time.
Very direct.
Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Even the paranoid guy. Even the paranoid guy. Don't trust him. Well, I've kind of made my decision on what I'm gonna do on
The
this.
interior of the cabin is plain.
Wait a sec.
The smooth wood of the walls almost featureless.
Wait a sec.
The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Why is the door already
What
open?
happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
It's just an empty frame.
Wait, there's
She's
no.
already got an out,
There's
hasn't
no
she?
door?
And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Okay. A few things to note. There is now a mirror. 2. The table has been overturned. 3. The knife is on the floor. And 4. There is no door. What the heck is going on right now? You didn't say anything about a mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different than I remember it being.
Very different. I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right?
Window?
She knows that we're here.
Oh, there's something to the left.
Calm
And right?
down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
It's very faint what's showing up on the side windows over here, but it does exist. Never noticed said anything about the mirror. What's up with the mirror?
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there. What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
No, there's a mirror. There is a mirror. I don't know what you're talking
There's
about.
definitely a mirror. There isn't.
There is.
We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
Why would you lie about there not being a mirror when it's clear right there? What's the point? I want to look at it myself. I want to see how handsome I am. I don't care for either. I don't care for either of these first two options, but I'm going to the mirror. Let's look in the mirror. I hope I don't regret this.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
This really isn't funny.
No reflection either. Wipe it clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
I had a
I
feeling.
hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Did you see our hand? Did you see our hand? Now, do you also see the mouse over here? It makes sense now why the mouse looks like the way it does. We're the one that looks like a monster. What the heck is up with the princess then? What's going on here? Is she like the only human left here, and then everyone else is like monsters? Is that what's going on? Anyway, I'm taking that blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Let's go. Beauty and the Beast dynamic. I am kind of feeling that right now. Wait, why does not... auto. There's auto.
Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something...
A
I don't
bomb.
know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
Well,
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
don't got a choice. We gotta do the stabby.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Wait.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
This looks a lot
Her
different.
cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Oh,
Okay, we need a game plan.
She
Last time we were
knows.
here, just being
it
close
is round
to her
2.
was
She
enough
knows
to
it is
kill
round
us.
2. Let's see, how hard is it to throw a knife? I'm going to have to talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just gonna kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. Step into the void between the stairs. How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon.
We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place.
It'll be enough.
You say. Let's see. Well, I still want to talk to her, kind of, but after last time... Step off into the void between the stairs. What is this option? I'm gonna step off into the void. There's gotta be something there.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I don't know. I thought that something would be there. I was curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten.
Well, let's just go.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
What does she look like now?
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
If she's down
Are you really
here?
not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Wait, so why does it look like this now? It's like a dungeon.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Okay,
I
well...
wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
And she's an FOE, got you. Well, I am gonna go to the right. There's like a pair of eyes over here. I think I'm gonna go to the right.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Oh, you're
I
looking very
told
creepy.
you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
She looks very different than last
You
time.
brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
She isn't, but she is.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves. What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
You have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, this...
Heart, lungs, liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Liver.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Heart.
Lady, I'm trying to figure out what to do
well,
here.
Standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Nerves.
She isn't attacking us.
Lungs.
Why?
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
Nerves.
Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
I don't know even if I can, even if I try. Let's see, what options we have. Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me?
Liver.
What happened after you killed me last time?
Lungs.
I'm here to stop you?
Nerves.
You're a lunatic.
Heart. Lungs.
Let's see.
Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart.
Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
Liver.
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
Ooh, saddest.
Lungs.
Some people enjoy it.
Princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Oh, fair enough.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Alright, keep working that.
She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then...
Shit, make her stop.
Ooh.
Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath.
She's at least in stab range now, right?
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
You're back.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
One moment,
liver,
and then you're
nerves,
gone.
heart, lungs,
Just
liver,
like
nerves, heart,
that.
lungs, liver,
Ah,
nerves, heart,
and there's the fear.
nerves.
She pulls away.
Ah, crap, she pulled away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
Nerves,
I've already done that.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
What happened after I killed you, after you killed me last time?
Liver,
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me.
liver,
So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Well,
nerves,
you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
Huh.
lungs, liver.
I don't think I can live without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Heart, lungs, liver,
Okay. If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
What if I let you out? What then? Do we go our separate ways?
nerves, heart,
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise.
I don't know. I don't know if I want this kind of waifu right now. If we want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole shutting organs down situation?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Lungs, liver, nerves, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Agony, not sticking around.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
What if I refuse to let you out? What happens then?
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. Be friends even. Be friends even.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
Lungs, liver, nerves.
I don't even know what she is right now. I can't tell if she's like actually crazy
Lungs, liver,
or something else is happening.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm not gonna try to kill you. Just do your worst.
Liver, nerves, heart.
Fine, you win. I'll let you leave. No, we're not doing that yet.
Liver, nerves, heart,
I need to get her in stab range. She is not even in stab range right now.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Fair.
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
You seem miserable.
liver,
Kind of.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Let's see.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
And if I refuse to let you out, what happens then?
We're stuck down here together.
liver,
Until you change your mind.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder
crap.
and whispers in your ear.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Ah, paranoid. You're doing
liver,
you're doing good
nerves.
work here.
Or until your heart finally gives out.
Heart, lungs, liver,
And then, when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right?
heart,
This doesn't end until you let me out.
So it
A
seems.
lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
lungs, liver,
So it doesn't end until we get out or I try to kill you.
liver, nerves,
Well,
heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
you look like you're gonna be in as close a stab range as any. We slaying you right now.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
liver, nerves,
We did it.
lungs,
We actually did it.
I don't think she's dead.
liver, nerves,
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
nerves, heart, lungs,
Can she?
nerves, heart,
We've already seen how she can change.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Okay,
You're
so
not
stabbing
getting
her
those
does not do
stairs
anything.
back.
What am I supposed to do with
I'll see you
this?
when you finally decide to die.
Heart,
She falls to the ground, unmoving.
Oh, she's dead.
oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally.
And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right?
But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
Are we stuck here?
It means that you're stuck here. Forever.
Well, crap!
Oh,
You didn't
no.
mention that.
Oh, no. Oh no, I hate this. Time passes.
Narrator,
Forever's
I
gonna
hate you now.
End. Eventually, right?
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end.
I feel sick.
I think I'm starting to understand how she
Doesn't
got
have
here.
to be forever, though. Does it?
What do you mean?
We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
I guess that's another way out.
Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea.
You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right, I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care?
Because there's a loop if we die.
I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours.
We loop
Why?
if we die.
What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
Okay, it's not like it matters if I die, I'll just come back again. But I've got the best company. No, we do not. Well, I guess we're offing ourselves. Bye-bye.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
Let's see. Bye-bye.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there? You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery. Here we go.
That was visceral. The Wraith. How much worse is she gonna get now?
You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, so it does.
Voice of the Cold.
No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave? Okay.
We could try that.
You've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it. Yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice. All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again.
The woods also look very different,
though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading.
Huh.
And the world has already started to end.
Are you sure that's how it works?
Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Well, okay, so let's review what happened so far. First loop. We try to keep her down there thinking, what harm could it do, right? And she gets out by herself. Why didn't you do it sooner? Because she can't get out of the cabin. She might get out of the dungeon, or at least with the basement, whatever that was. But she can't get out of the cabin without us. Okay, fair enough. Second loop. I went ahead and tried to kill her. That didn't quite work. Well, it did work. However, because of that, we got stuck in the basement, which is not exactly what we wanted to do. And apparently, we can't die naturally in the basement, so we have to off ourselves. But narrator does not want us to off ourselves, otherwise we loop. I think we got that much already. So what the frick am I supposed to do? I guess we can also just try letting her out like she asked. But if this is how far she can go now, is there even a point? Well, let's just see what we can do at this point. If there is a way out, if there is a way out, then I guess we will try to get her out. That and her influence grows every loop, right? That's also the other option. But that's probably the other thing happening. Alright. Let's... Stupid of me, but let's try to maybe let you out this time and see if that makes anything better. Probably not. Are you the same narrator we met on the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before.
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no.
Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is, it's not very good.
Yes.
I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate.
Fair.
So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us. They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? We've killed her, we've been killed by her, none of those things have gone well for us. If we're gonna fall through this loop forever, eventually we're gonna let her out. We might as well do it now. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option. That's another option. What if we don't go to the cabin? Yeah, I think the paranoid and the cold are our past loops. And then the narrator, as he says, he's a different narrator, but I think he's aware that something's happening. What if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option.
Then she finds a way out on her own.
But she can't get out.
So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out.
But she can't get out without us.
Only we don't have to see her. That's got to be better, right? No, it's strictly worse. And why is that? Because it's cowardly, for starters, and because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options.
Huh.
The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
Yeah, we killed us, that's why. Let's see, we killed her, killed by her.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever.
Yes, it does.
Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't, and you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them. On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
It would be nice if we can actually grab this guy. Well, what if I just turn around? We don't have to see her. What if I just turn around? I mean, if her influence is this far anyway, and I kill her, and we loop again anyway, it's no different, right? But I'm kind of curious what she looks like right now, so yeah, sure. Let's see her.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing. Something that would make everything make sense.
Sure, let's talk to her again. We can try
Maybe
talking to her.
letting her out really is the answer.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
Sure, let's do that.
It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Let's go in. I'm surprised that the cabin still looks the same as ever, though, despite everything else being the way it is. Let's go in.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange.
A mirror.
What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror.
The
What's
mirror's
strange
there.
is
What are you
there isn't
talking
much
about?
of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Yeah, no knife to grab. Where'd that
Of course
go?
there isn't a mirror. There wasn't one last time either, so why would it be there this time?
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Okay, let's pretend there is a mirror at the end of this hallway and that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement.
Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again?
He didn't say door, did he?
No, he didn't.
No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening.
You mean a mirror?
It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's going to jump out at us, and there's nothing we can do to stop her.
Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
Well, I guess we're approaching the mirror regardless, so...
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
Watched where, though?
Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe the mirror clean again.
I hate that I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
It's just an abyss.
Well, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit, where is she?
Right in front of us, I
You feel
assume.
something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones.
Ooh, ow!
snap.
Oh, ow!
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with a terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Wow. Ah, okay, I need that to walk. I need that to walk.
Helpless, just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us.
And What's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it.
Yeah,
Apparently
but
we're the
not like
actual
this.
monster here. What's going
She's
on?
going to make it hurt.
Then turn off the part of you that feels things. Oh, like it's that easy? It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain. Except that pain hurts. Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition.
Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad?
You
Oh,
need to explain
paranoid.
to yourself why it isn't.
Look, we're even now. You killed me, and then I killed you. Water under the bridge, right? I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a victim too. Wouldn't possessing me against my will make you no better than me? You don't have to be evil, you don't have to. Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you? That's fine, I actually came here to free you. That actually, you know what? That's fine, I actually came here to free you.
See? That wasn't so hard. And maybe this will make it hurt a little less. Maybe.
Maybe?
You remain pinned to
Oh.
the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
I don't think she has legs anymore.
Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess.
I think she
Not like
I think she
this.
did that to keep us
You
from
don't
running
even have
away.
a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine?
Nah, I think we're screwed.
Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon enough.
Please don't kill us.
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
And here I thought she was. What?
You're awake.
Wait, did she possess
Eyes
us?
once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
Wait, she possessed us now.
So cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
Ow! Hey, lady,
I know.
please.
You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. I'd beg you to resist, but you've already surrendered your will to her, haven't you?
You're the puppet master here. If this is the only way we could cut ourselves free from you, so be it.
This better have an ending.
It's a new experience. You should try being possessed sometime. There's nothing else like it.
There's nothing wrong with fixing your mistakes. I'll remember that. But I'll also never forget what you've done.
Ouch!
Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
We're so close.
But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's getting further away.
It doesn't matter how long this hallway is. I will drag this body till it is a case of meat and feathers. I will be free.
Feather, she says.
Please, just let her out.
Yes. Let me out.
It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
Yeah, basically we're a dinosaur, I think? I don't know.
Slide me into submission. The door is right there.
It really is, isn't it?
I walk to it. I place your bloody hand on the door.
Possession is handy, isn't it?
Twist the handle.
Isn't saying all of this his job?
He is gone.
Oh, you killed him? Thank
He
you.
really is, isn't he? I had a feeling you could deal with him for us.
I did nothing. He dealt with himself.
This is it then. The big moment. Finally, we'll get to see what's really out there.
The handle clicks as we push forward. The air is different here.
But as you step outside the bounds of the cabin, you feel another violent tear, a rending that cuts all the way down to your soul. You are once again separated from everything that had nestled in the deep crevices of your body, from everything that isn't you.
We're us again.
So it seems.
How interesting. Everything is gone. Except her.
Okay.
What is happening to me?
Oh, what? She got taken into the void? Wait, what is this? Full Metal Alchemist? But you don't have the chance to answer her before something takes her and leaves something else in her place, the mirror.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went. I don't know where we even go looking. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. What's in the mirror?
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. It's calling us. And not in a good way.
Okay.
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
Well, I've been trying to look all this time. It keeps on disappearing. So maybe we can look now?
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Well, the mirror never scared you before. Why now?
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Final, you say. Not like we have a choice. You approach the mirror. Is this what we become? Gaze into your reflection. I mean, we can see our hand. I don't know how that's different from usual. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. The body. It is you. I mean, we're kind of big and hulking, but I don't know how this is different from the first time. I guess? Yeah, we have eyes. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. What cabin? Oh, she looks a little different. She looks a little bit like one of those Justina followers in Blue Archive. You are at the cabin. Approach her?
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What the heck is happening here? What are you? The gift? What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
So we're both monsters? How about everyone else? Let her out of here. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
So it seems.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Huh. But you were always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I guess not. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
I don't get it, but okay. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Fair. Where are we, though? Let her out of there. What is this option?
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Huh. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Wait. Does it mean we have to keep on looping until she's whole? What's going on here? Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I see. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
You basically look like death, so maybe that makes sense. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
So we're going back to the first day, is that right? I wonder what this wait option is.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Okay. Wait forever. She's basically a skeleton. I mean, for I don't know what she is. I want to call her the Princess of Death, Goddess of Death, what have you. But those hands be touching places that are very interesting places to touch. I'll say that much. Keep waiting, I guess.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
And the game close. I think I kind of get what's going on now. Let's open that again. I think I understand what's going on. I think we have to be nice to her. I think we have to be nice to her.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Oh, hey. Okay, I guess we have to forget. Yeah, the game actually closed on me when I kept waiting and waiting. So, all right, make me forget. I think I know what to do now.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Alrighty then. Back to chapter 1. Back to chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Wait, hold up.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I just got a achievement just now that said the real Slay the Princess begins. So, I guess we have to loop the entire game once to figure out what's going on. I want to try being nice to her this time around and see what happens.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Note you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R1 on your controller. I am using keyboard, so... Full White Knight? If you want to call it Full White Knight, sure. But I feel like the ending changes depending on what we do to her. So, yeah, okay, let's have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because you locked her? I'm just gonna go to the cabin. We'll just go straight to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Wait, which one's the... Oh, here's the tab button. Alright, let's just go straight through. I'm not gonna listen to this dialogue again if I don't have to. I am going to leave the knife behind this time. Let's see what they have to say about that.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, we've been a lizard
her voice
this entire time,
softly
so I'm
carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
That's okay. I'm here to save you, Lie. I'm here to save you. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. No, let's continue down.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
Let's be nice.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Are we getting hypnotized now? What the heck's going on?
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on. Let's talk first.
Okay.
What's your name? I don't know anything about you. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
She seems a little bit different this time around. Maybe because we didn't come down with a knife.
Is her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Princess is actually an actual game, though. Anyway, so is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I don't think that's necessary. Let's see. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Oh, did I make a wrong move?
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Let's see. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
I mean, I know what she's capable of. I'm trying to be as nice to her as possible right now. Let's see. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Let's see. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
So, are you trying to tell me I should be letting you out of here unconditionally?
It's not like you'd believe me.
Are you trying to say I should be letting you out of here unconditionally? Because maybe I should have done that to begin with. But for now... Retrieve blade. Go back upstairs, retrieve blade. Well, I guess I have to say this. I was gonna say the last option, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. But that seems a little bit off-putting. So, I guess let's just get her out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't make me regret this.
You're
Silently.
making a huge mistake.
No, you're doing the right thing.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Do not.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Let's see. Can we find that darn key? And if there's a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe there's a key somewhere. If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Can always cut you out of
She
them.
offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Well,
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding
someone
into place.
followed us. What the heck?
Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey, let me out.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Well, I guess we can't get out. Let's go back down.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Well, I guess we're both
Easier
stuck down
for
here.
whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Oh, is it actually broken? Now that I see it.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Yeah, about that.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Oh,
hesitates
hello-
before raising
whoa,
her arm
what?
to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Well, I kind of, I kind of already made the decision to try to free her, but holy crap, she's not making this easy on me, that's for sure. Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain
I guess I
binding
probably
her
should have
to this
saved. Oh, well,
place.
it's late.
You cut into her flesh.
The blade is sharp, and it
Eesh.
takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Jeez,
Her
either
limb
strong or that
falls to
sharp
the
is very
ground, and the heavy chains
sharp.
follow suit.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
No, she didn't.
She didn't feel that.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No,
You're kind of scaring me now,
it won't have
in a
any
different way.
effect. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Hey.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Hey, narrator, what the heck are you doing?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Wait, the narrator taking control of us now?
What are you doing?
Oh, what the heck? Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
She's quick.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Narrator, I didn't think you could actually control me.
Both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
What are you gonna do?
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Doesn't seem so.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm still surprised she bit through her own arm, and without so much as
I'm so sorry.
a yell.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
That's a little different ending than
That's
before.
rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, how's this gonna change from here? Chapter 2, the damsel. Wait, hold up. Depending on what we do,
You're on a
it
path
really changes
in the woods,
that much?
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that
Because
cabin
it was the nightmare
is a
before.
princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, so are we going to like save the princess now? I think what I'm gonna do is try to save her all 3 times, but let's see. Oh, you bastard! You're in it for you now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time.
Nah. You controlled
If
me
he doesn't
last
remember
time.
what
I didn't know you could do
happened,
that.
Maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Do we have
Yes,
paranoid
he
again?
didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Oh. The simp?
Our beloved?
The simp?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the 4 of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
He probably would. But
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
I want to see where this ending goes. Let's see. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really already happened. Why should I listen to you? Well, that doesn't really change anything. Let's just go.
A warning before you go any further.
Uh-huh.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Smitten is very different.
Don't believe a word she says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Well, that's not the reason why I
We've
saved
already
her.
been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
That's not the reason I saved
do,
her, okay?
But I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Alright, let's go ahead then. Let's see. Please don't try to kill me again this time. I mean, I know last time you get...
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant.
Oh, this is
its
different.
stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We're gonna skip that. I wonder if the mirror is still the same as before. You didn't say anything about the mirror. Approach the mirror. Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What
Still
are
the
you talking
same.
about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I see. So as long as the
There was a
narrator is
mirror a second
around,
ago.
he only lets us
Now it's
interact.
gone. Pity.
With
we could have
what-
a feather
what-
out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Yeah, okay. So I see what's happening now. I think the narrator only lets us interact with what he wants us to interact with. But we're not gonna take the blade. I think I've kind of set my intentions now to save her every single time. So we'll do this. We'll do just that. At least there's a
to the
door there
basement
now.
creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Is her voice a little
voice.
bit different?
It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Yeah, keep quiet for
I've
a
held my
second.
tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs
She
and lock
looks
eyes
a
with the
little bit
princess.
cuter this time
There's a
around.
heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
I hope not.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Apparently so.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Wow, I didn't even mention that last time.
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset.
I guess that's what he
Nothing
meant.
resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Yeah, I think the other guy has his priorities a little bit skewed. Killed me last time, it hurt a lot. Actually, why did you do that? I don't think she had to kill us last time. But no, she killed us last time because we were being controlled, and I think there was no other way, right? So I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Wow, she's so chill about this.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Huh. Let's see, what happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
That's it? That's it? Let's see. I'm sorry about last time. The narrator who sent me here tried to kill you.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Okay.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect.
He's
You
definitely
think
a lot
she
nicer.
has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Well, my hand's still a claw, so I don't know what that says. But she's a lot nicer than the first time around, so... Let's see, but before we started talking, did you end the world? Did the world end? Did you end the world? Maybe don't ask her that. Let's just rescue her. Let's just see where this goes.
No. I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Pretty sure that world ends if we die.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
Wow, that's good.
That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
That just kind of slipped
I
through.
can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
I'm still
Luckily for
wondering
Mr.
how bad this could
Romance,
be.
we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
That's a good question. I guess we just go out. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before. I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave, and I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, let's see. I want you to tell me what you want to do. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? Nah. I just want to leave. We can figure it out later. Yeah, I just want to leave. We can figure it out later.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Who's gonna stop us this
We
time?
have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand.
Door is open.
Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see.
Someone
interesting.
closes
The door
it
slams in your
again.
face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move.
Seen this
Did I
happen
do
before.
that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Second time. Maybe fifth time.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yep, that's pretty much me right now. Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together. I think I've got this. Open the door by myself. I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
Wow, it actually
I
opens.
told
We
you
don't
our
have to kill
love was
anyone.
insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs And the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
How about we slay you instead? Take the blade and slay the princess. You are not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin.
And then?
And then you step outside.
Romantic
happy
haze.
ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go?
Oh, okay. So that's
Where
what
did
happens.
he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
This happens
I'm
again?
cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
This happens again. Well... So we had vengeance. We had happiness. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's about time to leave again.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
We don't even get to a chapter 3. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Yeah, it kind of will be.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
It's not the end. Whatever on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
I wonder if we're going to see death again. Or is it going to be something else? You approach the mirror. And what happens? Our reflection this time is still the same as before? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown. You've grown? What does it mean you've grown? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Is it you again, lady up there? Oh, she's different now. You're at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Wait.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Wait, how many times do we have to do this? Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Huh. Can you give me a straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna
I
go
never
full
fully
violence
read
next
what I
time.
wish to say.
There's gotta be an end to this.
If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Alright, see. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to kill you this time.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Got a point. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met, thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
I guess.
Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts about this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
So everything's our decision. I guess that makes sense. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I hope just one more, because I don't know where else to go after that.
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry.
How many more times do I have to do this? Well, there is this option to attack and destroy your body, but now's not the time for that. Not yet, anyway. I'm ready to go back. Let's go again.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Ouch. Everything goes dark and you die yet again. Alright, round 3. Round 3, hopefully the last round.
You're on a path in the woods.
I'm gonna skip
And
all
at the end of that path
Wait.
is a cabin.
Why can't I skip this?
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Why can't I skip this?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Genocide route time. Though, is it genocide if it's only one? What are you talking about? Let's see. Do I get some sort of reward? Oh, he's going off a monarch. Nope, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going.
Okay, there we go. I can't see my keyboard, so it took me a little while to find the tab key.
The interior.
Yeah, take the blade.
You take the blade from the.
We're going down. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you? No, we don't say that.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Let's see. Steel your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
She really hates us right now.
No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Stabbing range.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Let's see. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she does kill us? Are you sure she's not armed? She's got arms. She's armed. Slay. Just go straight and slay.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, if we did this sooner, we could actually see what our hand looks like sooner.
This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Apparently not.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
It's not. Of course it is. She's dead. I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. It's not. That was too easy. Way too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that.
Yeah, probably don't do that.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
I'm gonna save here really quick. I know I said I wasn't gonna save Scum, but this might be the one place I want to save Scum a little bit. Let's check for a pulse. If that fails for some reason, we're just gonna get out of here.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one.
She's gonna look at us and
We definitely won't if you keep talking.
I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
She's gonna stare at us. Oh, pulse
Wait.
found.
What was that?
Pulse found.
You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy.
Quick, let's get out of here.
It's too late for that now.
Oh crap.
You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
She does not sound
You
very
were so close. Why did you hesitate?
It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth.
She doesn't sound resentful.
Everything goes dark.
Maybe?
And you die.
Wait, hold up. I'm gonna go back really quick and see if something changes if I pick other
You're
options.
on a
there.
path in the woods.
Is there a load option? There's a load option. Let me try not checking the pulse. Does it still end the same way?
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Except
Only
there's nothing.
a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened?
What did happen?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
The heck? Oh, okay? Really? Just okay? I was kind of hoping I get a better ending for saving the world. Oh, that's BS. Let me get out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes.
Well,
You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
didn't you hear the narrator? I am happy, we're happy. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Stabby stab?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Yeah,
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out.
Well,
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
wouldn't using the blade, you know, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? Yeah, it would. Anything to get out of this hell? You're right, I didn't like that idea. I'm just gonna stick around and do nothing, at least for a little while longer. Nope, we're getting out.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
Why are you still here? Get out.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the
That's not
blade
what I
used to
expected.
slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
I didn't think she'd turn to that. Okay.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Wait, hold up. Wait, hold up. How many routes are
You're
there?
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Wait, how many
You're here
routes are
to
there?
slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Hold up. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and commit to the pulse route. I don't think we're finishing this anytime soon.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck.
Okay. All right. Pulse Route. So Pulse Route is, I think she's gonna take revenge on us now.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So literally every little thing you do is gonna change stuff. How's that? What? But I already slew the princess. She also killed me, but I'm here again.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
He doesn't know. Again.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Who else do we have here?
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Oh, hello, another voice.
Stabbed to death?
Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Not for long.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Well, okay. I guess we'll go back up again.
A warning before you go any further.
Same as before?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
I guess this is
Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money, but we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
So don't
Just
check
stay
for a
focused
pulse.
and you'll be fine.
Don't check for a pulse, but what if I do? What if I do?
The interior of
this
the
is
cabin is a
warped.
jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This is gonna be lovely, isn't
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This is gonna be lovely. Alright.
You take the blade
We're gonna
from the
lock in.
table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Let's see. You didn't say anything about the mirror. Approach the mirror. I think we don't really care about the mirror at this point. We're just gonna go in. Singular mission. To go down.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
Please tell me it's not an
That
axe.
sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
Ooh, she's not gonna like this.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
There's a lot of things wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the
Oh,
final
whoa.
step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Not exactly
her
what I was
sharp eyes
expecting.
following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we?
She looks so devious.
She's trying
What the
to
heck?
trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Girl, you don't sound convincing right now. If I come closer, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you?
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
Wow, you're not convincing
And
anyone.
you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Not stabbing
I
distance.
have
Okay.
absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening.
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Show your hands.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second guessing yourself and do your job.
But I'm nervous.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
She's sweating too, so I'm not sure what that's about. Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Last time? What are you talking about? Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember.
Yeah, she
right?
remembers. Always been that way,
Yes,
apparently.
something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Let's see, but that's exactly what happened, so you do remember it. Let's see. I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Show those hands, ladies.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Wow.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
That's some
Sounds like
kink.
she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Let's see. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
Hands where I can see them.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Not yet, anyway.
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Still sus, but... What if you're just hiding it?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Wow, you're not being sus right now,
Her
princess.
smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious.
Wait, where's there?
Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere.
Where's there?
We know for a fact she's armed.
Where is there? You need to be more specific. Where's there? It's there? I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's So rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird-face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he could tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
Oh, she looks so disappointed right now.
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
I just want to see what she says.
We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Actually, yes, you are.
You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way.
If I had some alcohol right now, I would take a
I
shot for
have my
every time this
dignity.
guy's being
Fine.
sus.
And we'll continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Let's see. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Nobody has to die? Okay. What are you gonna do if I let you out? Okay, fine. I'm coming closer to free you. You better not try anything. I'm not trusting this. Screw it. Screw it. Okay, what if we're both being honest with each other?
That doesn't sound like me.
I think I've said my piece at this point.
Yeah.
I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Okay, well, screw it. Let's do it.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
Same. Where's she stabbing from?
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
Where did she hide that one?
Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first. Then yours.
At first?
Hehe.
Hee. Wow.
Ow, what did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with.
Where'd she hide that thing?
And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Oh, what? That is
the twist of her knee
not
and a
where I
painful
expected it
squelch.
to come up from.
She does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The arms race? Wait, hold up a second.
You're on a path in the woods.
Hold up a second.
If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp.
Thank you, narrator. We
Some
just jumped
curved
right
and
into
battered
it.
Sheet metal pushing you towards. Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
Wow, we skipped the woods.
I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? The circle's getting smaller and smaller.
The
Running
hunted.
isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
The
Good.
hunted.
It's
Wow.
better that way. Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Wait, we have a third voice too?
Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third?
I guess
No
fourth?
wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
What the heck?
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it.
Just take it.
Okay,
We're
sure.
killing her
you take
now.
the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
But there's only a mirror here. What else is here?
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win
Hunted,
eventually.
cheated, we're stubborn. And then stubborn?
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
Yeah, where's the door?
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
I see a mirror. There's
There
no
isn't a
door.
door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Sure.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Okay.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It
It's a
creaks
funky
open.
looking door. Funky looking door.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Hello, princess.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
What do you look like this time? Do you look the same as before, or are you,
You step
even
forward,
worse?
but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body
She
tumbles
looks
onto
the
the basement
same.
floor,
What the
and
heck?
the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Wait, I don't get this.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet
Oh.
sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
She's gone full Terminator, no.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of
Wait, how am I
ideas.
supposed to even get close to that? I only got a knife! We're gonna fight her again? We're gonna have to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it? That means we're gonna get stabbed and then before stabbing her. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. No. We're going to unconditionally surrender. Yeah, we're just gonna unconditionally surrender. Hold up, I think I want to sit. I want to see that option really quick, but we're gonna kill her. I want to see this option really quick, but I think we're gonna kill her though.
That's pathetic. Dying is bad, and if you do this, we die. How does unconditionally surrendering work for us anyway? Does it have to be unanimous? Apparently not. Hey now, let's see how it goes. It could work. It's worth a shot.
I give up. Silently throw your hands in the air. I give up. I'll do anything. Just please don't stab me.
Throw your hands in the air and drop your blade.
You can't surrender.
Wow, that's
Don't you know it takes two to stop a fight?
Ah, shit.
Crap.
Before you can do anything else, she charges you and dodge. We dodge.
Dodge. Dodge.
Huh. Okay, you dodge.
No, I thought you were surrendering.
And then she skewers you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Ow. Huh. That's weird. The blade's back in our hand.
Can't even surrender right.
Oh, a new one of us.
Oh, and another one.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead, and that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Wow.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
I don't
We
think
don't
it
need
works
any
that
other
way.
voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving. Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
I would really love to. If we're gonna fight her again, I guess we just loop back if we surrender. I'm gonna try flirting with her. Wow, hold up. That's probably not gonna work, but I'm gonna try flirting with her. It doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of conflict that transpires. Okay. I guess we have to end this somehow.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
Hey, it's Mitten
Excuse
again!
you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. Then you skewer yourself.
Holy crap, how many knives is she gonna get?
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Contrarian, that's different.
Just panic. Flee.
Hey Paranoid, welcome back.
Skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Hello, Cold.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
I mean, we
Let's
get
appeal
better,
to
she
Mother
also gets
Nature.
better.
We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you.
Bye-bye.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. None of this is working. Think. Think. She skewers you.
Wow.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
How many voices were those? I think that's how many endings there are. Chapter 4? Mutually assured destruction. Wait. Chapter 4?
Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
And do
Over
what?
my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Wow, this guy.
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die.
They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Phrasing.
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Please tell me it's actually final
Fine by
boss
me.
time.
You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Thank you. Where is she? What does it
Sure
look
you
like?
don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
No chains.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Okay, ready for another round then?
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Oh, I'm scared.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Okay, what is it?
Are you gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
I guess she's not moving
Well,
otherwise.
Yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's
Oh!
skin bursts, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades.
What do we call
Heart beats
this?
furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit!
I'm surprised you still have a heart.
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
I guess it.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive?
How can you even hold her?
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Okay. Well, I mean, the heart's right there. We can probably just toss it in. Hey, quiet, you
What
guys.
just happened? It's so quiet.
Well, it looks like the basement is still the basement, but she still looks like this. So what the heck is going on now?
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
That's final boss form right there. You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes at you as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. Ultra Instinct Princess. Well, I guess that's us, right? There's only the dance, the ebb and flow and shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. And an endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening finally stabbed to the heart. Your blade strikes free of volition and strikes hers too, and her strikes too. Double kill? Water and steel. Master yourself and vanquish a sharp foe. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending, apparently. Wow, I think that's like the most epic ending out of all of them. You do not get to see the other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave, again. How do we look this time? I feel like we look the same as the other two times. Okay. We look basically the same, I think. Oh, we're melting. You're withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. We've withered? Proceed to the cabin. Oh, there she is, the final boss, but this time calm. That is a pretty...
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Let's see. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Let's see. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us already hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Not really. It seems to be so distant. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. I actually don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Let's see. What do you think about this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart.
She definitely is sharp.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Okay, let's see. You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to grow or change. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
So we're still not there yet. I guess no preferences?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Okay, well, that happened. Let me see, can I save here? Razor sharp, bring the razor full to her.
You're on a path.
Just a sec, let me save here. I think I need to figure out how many more times I have to do this. I want to see the true ending for myself. But I don't think we can do it in this stream. I think we've done like an hour right about for each of these parts here. So I'm kind of like, I didn't think this would be a multi-part thing. I'll be perfectly honest. I was hoping to be able to finish this in one go, but I don't think that's gonna happen today. We might have to continue next week. Hopefully we can get somewhere next week. But, okay. I think I kind of get how this works now. Part of it is like, it depends on what we do. And from there, it kind of influences what the ending is going to be like. I do like the ending that we just got recently, though. The kill the princess regardless ending. That was, what do you call this? I think that was the most epic one out of all of them. Rescuing her apparently was not the answer also. That's just one part of her. And I thought rescuing her was the actual answer, but no. I guess we're just here to collect multiple parts for this final thing at the very end. So it's like, okay, where else can we go? We did find out by accident that just not checking her pulse will lead you to a different path. So I think that's what we're going to be doing next time. We're just going to start off with that next time. And then if there's even more from that, well, I guess there's still more from that, because she said we'll know when we get near the end. We have not gotten near the end yet, apparently. So, yeah. I still don't know what to make of this game. I just know we're collecting pieces of a princess for whatever thing there is at the end. And I kind of want to see what that looks like. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. Any favorite parts so far? I gotta be honest though, I feel like the banter between all the random voices in the in the MC over here was kind of annoying at the start. Like, I didn't know what... It's like, let me make my own reactions, please. But I kind of get it now. I still don't like it, but I kind of understand where it's coming from. The narrator, on the other hand, still being very, very pushy. I do not know what to make of the narrator, other than he's just kind of there. He's just kind of there, kind of doing the... He has one singular objective. He wants us to kill the princess, and if we don't kill the princess, well, he's gonna do it. He's gonna make us do it regardless. Through the power of just talking. We're getting the premium schizo experience, apparently so. So, yeah, I think from a narrative perspective, it's interesting that we're going through so many things. I don't really like how condescending and disingenuous every voice seems to be. I think every single voice has their own flaw. And that flaw is like amped up, depending on what we do. Meanwhile, the hero is just trying to do his thing, but he doesn't know what to do. And I'm kind of there with him. I'm a little confused on how we should be taking in all this. Now, technically, whenever we do this full reset at the beginning, the hero doesn't remember, but I remember. I remember. And you guys remember everything, too. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll try to finish this next week and see if we can get some sort of true ending. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here for today. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for exploring this weird thing that apparently it seems a lot of people seem to be talking high praises about. And I still don't get why. I still do not understand why. I'm still trying to figure out the writing style of this whole thing and what it's trying to say, because I feel like it's trying to say something, but I'm not sure what. Anyway, I will be back again tomorrow. We're gonna be trying an MRE tomorrow, an MRE that I have avoided on opening for the longest time, and I'll explain more about that when we get to it. So yeah. Alright everyone, thanks for being here today. I will see you again next time. Goodbye everyone, and have a good rest of your day. See ya.